He's there for sure.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a sturgeon.
Oh, no.
100% a sturgeon.
Oh.
Probably drop whenever. The guy got
There he is. Cole, get him. First rod. First rod, get him.
No.
Bro, get him.
Really? No. Oh, wait. Yeah. No.
Oh my God. I had one. You dropped it, Cole, and I had one like instantly. It broke the rock like right away.
Well, good morning out there, all you fishing addicts. Well, at least it's morning right here where we're standing. We are out here on the Plunking Beach, and we're after some sockeye today. I got about 3 hours, maybe less of sleep last night because I reset up all the rods and made sure they were dialed. We're gonna go through that setup for you today and show you guys everything that we're doing to catch these fish, but it's been a pretty good morning so far. We're definitely getting some bites, so I think it's gonna be a good day, so stay tuned. We're catching some sockeye, baby.
Come on.
Here, he's there for sure.
It's already there. The rock's good.
He's there.
Might be a steelhead. It's definitely a steelhead.
Oh yeah.
It's a steelhead, I think, Cole. Oh, another one. We got a double. We got a double. Is he there, Cole?
That's a steelhead.
Such a nice wild steelhead, dude.
So guys, this is our addicted advantage hook. And you can see, even barbless, that thing was super pinned. We're gonna try to get a quick shot of him for you before we send him loose. You want a picture of him? Oh, what a beautiful sight to see there, Hayden. Just
Indeed.
black and chrome. What a beautiful wild steelhead, man. What an awesome fish. Go ahead and send him away. He looks like he's pretty charged up. Oh yeah. See you later, buddy. Thanks, bud. What a sick fish. Awesome.
No. That bird just hit your line.
Took him all to get there. Jesus.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm so glad I came down to talk to you guys. Nice little beautiful Columbia River sockeye.
Please get him. Go.
Oh, he's on there.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a sturgeon.
Oh,
100% a sturgeon.
Oh. He's gonna take out our other rods. He's totally gonna take. Oh, he's going upriver. See if we can. Was he big? I didn't see how big he was.
Yeah, I was gonna
He's definitely not the target species, guys. Listen. I would just break him off, but I want all my stuff.
There you go.
It's like, I really need those spin glows. I don't want to lose those. He's kind of, honestly, he's not fighting too hard. So guys, I was talking to you a lot about these Guide Select Classics, and we literally have a 1062H right now, and we're fighting about a 5-foot sturgeon on it, and it's definitely underpowered for the fish. There's no question about that. But the cool thing is the fish, the rod can handle the fish. And that's what I love about these Guide Select Classics is like, they're just super versatile. Like you can do salmon with them, you can do steelhead with them, you can catch sockeye with them. Like you can just do a lot of different stuff with these. They're super versatile. Look at him he's just out there just head shaking away.
Oh, yeah, he's coming.
Cool. Well, that was fun.
That was a good takedown, huh?
Dude, that was a savage takedown.
Finally, we got a bite. Wrong species.
All right, everyone, before we run this back out, we've had a little bit of a frustrating morning. You know, we've had a lot of bites, a lot of takedowns, kind of a lot of takedowns, honestly, along the whole beach. Like, quite a few guys getting bites, but not a lot of fish hitting the deck. But it's okay. We just got to stick at it and keep at it. But I thought this would be a good time to show you guys our setup that we're using. We use this a lot for sockeye, steelhead, and Chinook. And so this is one of my favorite plunking rods ever made. Okuma is one of our amazing sponsors, guys. But the reality about Okuma, guys, is here in the Pacific Northwest, they have taken a notice to us. And they care about our fisheries, and they care about us anglers. And so they make a lot of rods that are very, very good for our fisheries. And they have awesome warranties, and they're durable, and just, it's really hard to hate Okuma. So we love them. Hopefully you guys do. But if you don't want Okuma, no big deal. Just get you something in like the 9.5 to 10.5 foot range. And then you want something like 15 to 30 or 20 to 40 if you want something a little heavier. So that's what you're looking for. This one is my favorite. It's the 1062H. It's a 15 to 30 rod. And then we have it paired with an Okuma cold water line counter reel. Again, if you've heard us talk about this fishery in the past or any of these fisheries, like it's really important that you have a line counter. You have to dial in and know exactly where you're running and when you're running. And it's just very, very important. It's almost dumb to even do this fishery without a line counter, in my opinion. So some people may think otherwise, but that's just my opinion. Let's hear some views in the comments. Now we're going to start here with the business. Oh, I forgot. We got 65-pound addicted braid on here in our high-vis orange. And then what we have here is we have our little, what we call a weed stop or a T-stop. It's basically like a weed grabber. This is actually super important, guys, because as weeds are floating downriver, they get stuck here first before they go down into your setup. And so this is something new that honestly I'm trying. I learned this from a couple different fishing guides that I fished with over the years. I don't know if this is going to be something that I stick with or something that I continue to do. But what I did was I did about a 12-inch, 14-inch kind of bumper right here. This is 60-pound. So you have your T-stop, you have your bead, then you have a 4-bead chain, and then I did about a 14-inch, 60-pound bumper. And the reason I did that is because I was basically trying to separate this weed grabber away from my first 3-way swivel. And so what I'm hoping is going to happen is a lot of the weeds are going to grab on this, not get down into my setup here. So we'll see if it works. I don't know, but I just thought I'd try it. And then what we have here is our first 3-way swivel, and then basically about a 4-foot leader, maybe a little shorter than 4 foot, 3.5 or so, down to our spin glow, down to our 1/0 addicted advantage bead hook. And this is tied with an egg loop, guys, so it can hold your coon shrimp on there. So that's what you have. And then basically what you're going to do is you're going to go to 5 feet of 50-pound. This is 50-pound, 5 feet down to your next 3-way. And then you just repeat the process, guys. Off that 3-way, you have a whole nother setup here, about 4 feet, down to another spin glow, down to your addicted advantage hook. This is a size 6 spin glow. And then another 3-way here, down to another leader, size 6 spin glow, a 1/0 addicted advantage bead hook. So, and this is, I like to use these stacker beads, guys, for my spin glows. I think it just spreads the spin glow really nicely away from the hook. And then I'll also put another little kind of bobber stop bead above the spin glow just to protect weeds from getting down inside the spin glow and preventing it from spinning. So From this, guys, is where you're gonna have your dropper. So on that last through is where you're gonna run your dropper. You may have a piece of lead to a 3-foot dropper. You may have a rock tied with some twine or some kite string or something that's biodegradable. Like sometimes we use some biodegradable tough line that we found. But you can use a few different varieties of things. But I like the rock format with either kite string, hemp, or biodegradable mono, because then the rock breaks off and you're fighting the fish. You have no weight on there and you just seem to land a lot more of them with that. So that's what I prefer, but you can do whatever. You can get away with lead. You can get away with all that in this fishery. So that gives you guys just kind of a quick rundown of what we're doing out here today. But if you want to see more of this, guys, coming up very, very soon, it might already be out now. If it is out by the time this episode hits, I'll have a link in the description. But we're going to have a tutorial that is insanely in depth for this fishery on the Columbia River and basically, frankly, anywhere where you could plunk triple hooks. But we're going to show you everything from how we do it for steelhead, sockeye, chinook, how to cast it, everything. So we're going to show you everything in an in-depth plunking tutorial, and we'll have a link down below if it's out now, and if not, just stay tuned because it'll be out soon. Go, Chinook.
It's a jack for sure. Well, the Columbia is closed for adult Chinook right now, but this guy is a little small. He's considered a jack, so he gets to come home with me tonight.
So guys, we're out here on the Columbia River right now trying to catch sockeye, and for some reason we're catching everything but sockeye. We've caught a sturgeon, we've caught a wild steelhead, we just killed a hatchery jack Chinook. We have hooked about probably 10 sockeye and lost every freaking single one of them. So yeah, it's been a little bit frustrating today, but that's the way she goes. At least we're catching them.
Hey guys, I'm Lucas. I just showed up and this guy over here had this beautiful summer steelhead on. Check it out. And he's got the addicted kill bag.
Of course I do.
Yeah, what was your
Right
name,
there,
man?
baby. Dana.
Dan, awesome job,
Dana.
man.
D-A-N-A.
Oh, Dana, awesome.
Right
Man,
in the addicted bag, baby.
That's beautiful. Nice work.
There we go.
We're kind of making do, guys. I literally was like, well, we have live feed tonight. We ran out of time. We've grinded hard on the beach trying to catch fish. We didn't catch a lot. Lucas showed up to try to get one because I was like, come down and get a fish, dude. And of course, fishing died when he got there. It was like the curse of the Lucas beach fishing trips. We always talk about how I've invited Lucas to so many like beach fishing trips where we've had like epic fishing. And all of a sudden, for some reason, Lucas shows up and it just isn't epic.
It's just
anymore.
over.
Yeah, it's like we missed the bite window.
Couple takedowns and then Chinook jack.
Yeah, we got some fish, so we're gonna fillet. We got a sockeye that Richard caught, so he gave us a piece of the sockeye, and then we have the jack Chinook that Hayden caught, so we're gonna get a piece of that going. We're gonna cook it on this lovely barbecue. We literally borrowed a barbecue from our landlord at the Addicted Shop. We're all in here. The boys are freaking grinding away on the summer merch drop that's coming on June 29th. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna cook the boys some sockeye and some salmon, and I got some little side dishes, some asparagus. I'm gonna make a nice little meal for the boys while they're working away in here. All right, everyone. Hayden was lucky enough to catch a jack Chinook. And so while Chinook isn't open to be caught right now in the Columbia River, it is open for jacks. So if you catch a jack, which is basically under 24 inches, you're allowed to retain it, which is exactly what we did with this bad boy. We're gonna get ourselves some fillets going here. And we're at the Addicted Shop, guys, so I'm kind of at the disposal of not really having any water or anything like that. So I'm gonna do my best to just kind of fillet this thing. I'm gonna keep everything kind of in the kill bag as far as guts and all that goes. I'm not gonna do any rinsing, none of that stuff. We're just gonna get it filleted. We're only gonna probably use one side of this fillet, so we're just gonna fillet one side off, and then what we're gonna do is use the fillet that Richard gave us of the sockeye. So shout out to Richard. Stoked that we at least got one sockeye on the bank today. Shout out to Richard for hooking us up with half that fillet. We're gonna also throw that on the barbecue. And then I got some asparagus, guys, that we're gonna add into it. I got a few other things we're gonna add into the concoction. I personally like to take the guts out, guys. A lot of guys leave them in. I don't like cutting through the guts and getting that nasty crap all over my fillets. So I take the guts out. Some guys leave them in. Again, it's whatever your preference is. So when you're filleting fish, you guys have seen this a million times, but we like to cut all these fins off right here. And I try to just get kind of tight so you're not losing too much meat. And then I'll also cut that dorsal fin off there. Just because as I make this fillet cut, you're going to see how much easier it is to make that cut without those fins on there. So when you cut these salmon, you want to kind of angle down into the head like that so you don't lose very much of the meat. So you can see I'll kind of angle down big time like that. We'll cut through. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to the backbone, turn that knife. And if you have a good, nice, sharp knife, what's going to happen is it's going to really go through that fillet nicely. And you're going to come out with a super nice looking fillet just like that. The other thing that's a little cool trick that I like to do is cut through here right there and give yourself a nice little finger hole to hold the fish. And then basically same thing, you're going to flip it over and repeat the process. You want to make sure this fillet is out of your way, because if anything hits the tip of your knife or anything as you're cutting through, it'll ruin it. So again, you're just cutting down, cutting all the way around here just like so. You're going to get to that backbone, you're going to rotate that knife, and you're going to see how good this Addictive Advantage knife, I mean, look at that. I'm not even really having to saw. I can just push through that meat and it just cuts right through that meat. Again, add my finger hole. There we go. And I want to say something about this knife, guys. This is the 2nd edition knife. Anyone who owns this thing knows that this thing came out probably over a year ago. I went through the entire summer Chinook season, all of the springer season. Every fish that I have filleted since I got this knife, I have not sharpened it one time. I'm going on the exact same sharpness that came right out of the box that Cameron hand sharpened in our shop. So stay tuned, guys, because 3rd edition's coming soon. And I mean, look at that. I mean, that's pretty damn good. Like, there ain't a lot of meat left on that. Now, if you want, guys, some other things you can do. I don't do it. And a lot of people call us, like, salmon snobs because we tend to not keep a lot of the collars or the head meat. But if you are one of those guys, what you can do on these is you can literally just cut down right through the tail here and then cut right here. And now you can take this and you have the backbone meat. And then also, if you want, you can take these right here, which are basically the collars, and you can kind of cut down, and now you have basically 2 pieces of collar as well that you can smoke or do whatever with. And then a lot of guys also take this head and use it for like salmon stock or use it for soup stock or whatever. So you can also do that. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit of a salmon snob and I have way too much salmon in my freezer, and so I don't keep all this, but it goes into my garden, so I'm at least using it for something. Okay, guys, and now when you're done with that part, now you got to get these rib bones out. So basically what I like to do is what Cameron taught me, is I put my knife in here first and kind of cut outwards to make sure I get that bone all the way up into there. And then you're going to start basically keeping it as tight as you can. And then as you get towards the bottom here, you start to angle that knife upwards. And I'm honestly, guys, I'm not the most talented, like, best filleter on earth. Like, Cameron Black's about 1,000 times better than me. A lot of these fishing guides are 1,000 times better than me. But I think I do an okay job for doing it how I'm doing it. I'm going to give myself props. How about that? Okay. One more side here. Look at that, guys. Primo. Look at that meat. Unfreaking believable. So now, guys, like I said, I don't have any, like, thing to rinse fish or anything, which I typically don't rinse a lot of my fish anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a bunch of paper towels, and I'm going to really clean these things and just make sure that they're super clean before we put them in the bag. And then when I take them home and vacuum seal them, I'll do the exact same thing. Clean them extremely well before I vacuum seal them. And one of my buddies taught me a trick that I'm going to start doing. I tried it on a lot of my summer Chinook this year. Freeze the fish, then vacuum seal them. It is like night and day, the quality of the vacuum seal that you get, the tightness of the seal. There's no moisture in it. I like freezing them before I actually vacuum seal them, so I'm going to keep doing that in the future. So shout out to Jason Harmson's dad for that little trick. We might have a little bit of crunchy sand in our meat, guys, because I can't get it off very good. That's all right, dude. Add a little extra protein to our fillets. And then one thing I think I am going to do, guys, you can see some of this membrane stuff here. I'm going to get rid of some of that membrane. Just cutting real tight in here. Because that membrane is fishy. I don't care what anyone says. That membrane is fishy. Get that membrane off of there. And then, last but not least, you can see I got another little kind of weird spot right here that I'm just going to torch. The idea is, guys, is the better the quality of the meat is that you cook, the better everything is going to taste. So like any of this little stuff like this, you can see this white meat up here. Like I tend to do a lot of that trimming before I actually cook the fish. Because in my opinion, it just makes for a much more quality piece of meat. So,
Ooh, we did get some sockeyes.
So the interesting thing here, guys, is both of these fish, the meat color looks pretty like identical. Like it's very hard to tell the difference other than the size. I mean, you can obviously tell that's a Jack Chinook just by the fillet, and you can tell that's a sockeye. I mean, someone might argue that's a kokanee with how freaking small it is, but it's not. It's a Columbia River sockeye. If you guys see all these white lines that are in here, that's all fat. That's all marbling in the meat. All right, everyone, so I spent the last 20 minutes like ravaging the shop trying to find what I needed to cook these asparagus. And unfortunately, guys, I made a little boo-boo and I did not bring any oil or anything. So, as much as I hate mayonnaise, because I know a lot of you, how many of you guys like mayonnaise? How many out there watching like mayonnaise? Because I think mayonnaise is pretty disgusting. But I don't have any oil, I don't have any butter, I don't have anything like that. So I'm just gonna put like a light thing of mayonnaise on the base of this tin foil. Oh, it even stinks, dude. It even just smells nasty. Oh. But I feel like if we use it kind of light and we don't go crazy with it, it'll be more used as almost like an oil versus a flavor additive is kind of what I'm hoping. But we'll find out, I guess. All right, boys and girls, let's get these asparagus laid back out on our bed of mayonnaise. What an idiot, dude. Who forgets butter and oil? Instead of Jordan's forgotten item of the day, it's Marlon's forgotten item of the day today, guys. And a lot of guys have been asking, you know, everyone's been asking about Jordan, guys. I've seen it in the comments. You know, I've kind of wanted to address it a couple times. I haven't addressed it. I kind of have addressed it. I've made some statements, like typed up some statements online. Full transparency, guys, there's zero bad blood with Jordan. Me and Jordan, I literally just talked to Jordan yesterday. He's getting ready to go back to Alaska and do some sockeye fishing. He just got back from Alaska and filmed a video for you guys that's going to be coming out on Stay Fishy very soon. So me and Jordan are good, guys. Me and Jordan still love each other. We're still brothers. We're going to be brothers for life, right? But what happened with Addicted is like Jordan got burnt out, guys. Like trying to do Addicted and make 2 Addicted videos every week and then do Stay Fishy and then run his guide business in Chile and then try to guide around here locally and just everything that he had going on, like it just wasn't good for his mental, guys. And so, you know, before Jordan left to Chile, me and him sat down, we kind of talked about, you know, some different options and things that we could do. And what we inevitably decided was, you know, me and Jordan built the Stay Fishy channel together. When me and Jordan started Stay Fishy, it was going to be like Jordan's channel and my channel. And the idea was we were going to try to grow Stay Fishy big enough to where I could leave my job. And then me and Jordan could both work together and focus on YouTube together. But what inevitably ended up happening was Jordan got burnt out. Stay Fishy didn't grow as quick and as fast as we thought it would, even though it was pretty successful. And Jordan just decided kind of with me together that it was just time for him to like do his own thing. Like he really wanted to build his own brand and have his own thing and not feel like he was like tied to Addicted. So I respected it. I love Jordan. You know, I think it was best for everyone. And so, you know, me and Jordan are still buddies. We still have the Hippie Cowboy seasoning that you can get. You know, we still got the seasonings that Jordan created. Jordan's still going to get paid a royalty on these seasonings because he designed them. So there's no bad blood with Jordan, guys. And whatever bullshit rumors and stuff you've heard out there, to my knowledge, none of them are true. If they are true, I don't know about it. So just the reality, guys. You know, I love Jordan. I wish him the best. He's going to do absolutely amazing. Who knows? You might see some collabs with me and Jordan in the future, you know. But for now, I'm going to let Jordan rock. I'm going to let him do his own thing. And I want you guys to support him. I want you guys to subscribe to him. I want you guys to support Stay Fishy Adventures. So there's a link in the description down below. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. If you want to continue watching him, you can watch him over there. And there's my quick little piece on Jordan because I know a lot of you guys have been asking about it. There it is. And with that being said, guys, we got some zesty mojito twist. That's what I think I'm gonna rock on the asparagus. I think that's gonna be pretty tasty on asparagus. So a lot of guys will ask me what I'm using this different seasonings for. I really like the zesty mojito, guys. Me and my wife use it for chicken. We use it for fish tacos. It's freaking amazing. And then I use it on a lot of vegetables. So it's great on vegetables as well. And so I'm gonna put it on these vegetables here, or these asparagus, I should say. And the nice thing about the seasonings, you know, when me and Jordan created these things, we made them very low salt. So you can absolutely go haywire with these things and it's not gonna hurt anything. So I'm gonna go crazy with the seasoning, even though it didn't really stick to it, huh, Sean? Because the asparagus aren't wet. I'm gonna throw some onions on here too, guys, because I like a little onion with my asparagus. Throw a little oniony on here. And then we're gonna go ahead and just get these on there, guys, because this barbecue has been heating up for a while. And I think what I'm gonna do with the asparagus, guys, is I'm gonna put it on the top. There you go. Animal style. This is a Jordan 𝗛𝗟𝗧𝗛𝗏 creation. This is kind of a cheesy blend, guys. This has a little bit of a cheese flavor, almost a Parmesan cheese flavor. I don't even know. It's its own unique cheese flavor. On the Chinook, we're gonna go heavy on the animal. We're gonna literally just, and like I said, guys, this is super low salt content, so you can just go crazy with it. It's not gonna hurt the fish. It's gonna add flavor. So we're gonna go crazy. The only other thing I'm gonna do, because again, I'm an onion guy and I love onions, is I'm gonna throw some onions in there. Okay, but that's it. That's all we're doing on that. Now, we got the sockeye, everyone. And this, everyone, is truly the Jordan 𝗛𝗟𝗧𝗏𝗏 creation. This is what's called hippie. Oh, what am I doing? It's the wrong one, Marlon. This is the Jordan 𝗛𝗟𝗧𝗏𝗏 creation. This is the hippie cowboy, guys. You can see we even have a picture of Jordan, mini and little, on the front of the thing. So Jordan and his mom, Mary 𝗛𝗟𝗧𝗏𝗏, shout out Mary 𝗛𝗟𝗧𝗏𝗏, created this seasoning from scratch. They literally created this, mad scientist in the kitchen, trying different things, putting different blends together, and it's unlike any seasoning you've ever tried, guys, but I promise you, once you start using it, you will want to put it on everything. Me and my wife put it on everything. You know that saying that they have for the hot sauce, put that shit on everything? That's this. You should do it. So shout out Jordan, shout out Hippie Cowboy. That's what's going to go on the sockeye. One last thing I wanted to say about this too. Put this on popcorn, guys. This is really good on popcorn, buttered popcorn. Me and my wife will take this in her purse to the movie theater and put it on our popcorn. All right, boys and girls, Hippie Cowboy going on. All right, last but not least, to the sockeye, baby. We're gonna add some more onion. I'm a big onion fan, guys. I like onion, as you can see. I like to put onions on my stuff. Onion, onion, onion. My wife's a big onion too. She loves onion. She's not a big onion, but she likes onion is what I meant to say. How's that mayonnaise doing? It's kind of working, Sean. It kind of kept the asparagus like, it worked as an oil, dude. I think these things are done, guys. They are done. Jason, you about ready to eat? I'm gonna have a full-blown meal for you, bro.
The boys are in there slaving. I just showed up and I get to eat.
I'm hoping that I can put this here and the sockeye on the top.
Oh, for sure.
Look at that, guys. It's like it was freaking meant to be. All right, here we go.
All right, guys. Marlon had to go up and record a podcast really quick, so he'll be back. But we got to check on the fish. Yeah, they're both done. We're going up to the podcast room here. I'm going to show you the behind the scenes.
Bobby, have you ever caught a GT, a giant troll? In my opinion, it's the #1 fishing destination on Earth. Like,
I can only imagine.
It just, the species that they have and the variety that they have, and then the fact that, like, in
So Sean wanted us to wait for Marlon to get back, but I think that's a horrible idea. I think we should get it right now. So, oh, dude.
That's unreal.
Yeah, that's really good. Mike's wasting no time.
No. Cool. That one's better.
All right, so Hayden hasn't ever ate a sockeye before, so this is a big moment right here for him.
Yep.
1000% sockeye over Chinook. I definitely like the sockeye better, and anyone who disagrees with me is wrong.
I disagree.
You're wrong.
That Chinook is bomb.
It is really good.
It's probably the seasoning, but I would eat all that over that. What do you think?
I don't agree with you. I'm sockeye.
Yeah.
Yep. Team sockeye.
I'm the weird one, I guess. So here we go.
We knew that.
Much later. All right, guys, that took a lot longer than I thought. Me and Jason were in there recording the podcast. We just brought on a new addicted partner, guys, so shout out to Max Lure. You guys are going to see some stuff in the future, but we're going to be working with Max as well. But yeah, we had them on the podcast, and so we weren't able to taste this delicious fish that was finished, so now we're going to do it.
Now we can.
It's still warm.
Nice.
Oh, so
that
that's
is what I'm really excited for.
Neither of it looks overcooked, so good job, Sean. I had to have Sean take over, guys. Hopefully he did a good job for you. But I'm going to dive in here. So we're going to go Chinook first. I'm going to go tail because I like tail, and I am going to put a little onion in mine for sure, because why would you not? Okay, here we go. It's so good. You can taste the animal style big time on it. Like
I can smell it.
Yeah, the little bit of the cheese. Got a little slight cheesy flavor. It's really good. And then you add a little bit of crunch with the onion.
Mm.
It's simple, but good.
Yeah.
You know, and I think a lot of people out there that cook springers, that's how they like them. They like them simple. You know, we do a lot of different stuff with ours because, you know, not to be stupid, but we catch a lot.
Yeah.
And so we mess around with a ton of different recipes, but that's good, just simple. It really is.
My favorite springer recipe is literally just a little bit of Johnny seasoning salt and garlic powder.
I thought you said it was fried.
Or fried. Or fried.
All right, let's dive into this sockeye. Dude, no one got into the tail over here, dude. Ooh, the tail. Sean, you might have dried the tail out a little bit there, bud. What's your problem, bro? It's still moist right there, though. Moist. How many of you guys like the word moist? Sockeye.
So did you do
It's-
like same or what?
Bro,
What
it's
did you
not
do
even
with that
close. The sockeye is like,
So much better.
it's not even close. The sockeye is way, 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 way better. A lot of guys might like the Chinook better, and here's why. The Chinook has a very strong, it's got a salmon taste. It's got a very strong, oily
Yeah.
salmon taste.
Rich.
Still good, and it's rich, but it's a different flavor, where this just tastes like a freaking good quality fish. It doesn't have any sort of fishy taste to it or flavor. It is good. And I have to say, like, we kind of cheated a little bit because, like, I kind of wonder how this would have tasted if I put hippie cowboy on it.
Yeah.
And then I want to know how this would have tasted if I put animal style
That's
on
what
it.
I was
So
asking if you did the same and same.
what I should have done is put like half here, half here, half here, but we screwed up and didn't do it. So we'll have to just make another video for you guys. But Jason, your turn.
Oh my goodness.
You can tell too, honestly, and this is not Sean's fault. He's trying to film and I was recording a podcast, but you can tell the Chinook is cooked a little better than the sockeye. Like the Chinook is very like moist.
Dude, that's bomb.
It's still great fish. It's still good. You can tell like up here it's not too bad.
Yeah. No, it's super flaky. I think I like the sockeye better.
Clint, you want to try it? Clint just goes right in with his fingers.
Yeah,
dude.
I like the sockeye better.
For sure. Did you try them both or just the sockeye?
Is it the same recipe though?
No, so this has animal style on it. This has hippie cowboy. So they're pretty much the same, but not. A little different.
Dude. Yeah, that is a nice, clean fish taste.
Salmon or
and
sockeye?
The sockeye.
Clint,
And
what do you
the
think?
Springer is definitely
I mean, that does
more
taste
oily.
fishier, but yeah, no, that's pretty.
The sockeye is way better.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's not, guys, I don't want you to think it's like a bad fishy, because that's not what we mean,
No,
right?
no.
Like,
No,
it's
not
still
at all.
good and rich and tastes amazing, and I would literally devour that entire tinfoil plate. But it's if I had two pieces of fish and I was going home tonight to cook, I'm cooking the freaking sockeye.
He says, give me some more of that sockeye.
Yeah. Amazing. And, oh, those are like ruined, dude.
Dude, you let them get cold?
Well, also, they look overcooked a little bit.
Colt just doesn't look. Colt just doesn't eat greens.
Oh, those are fire, dude. Dude, that's got the mojito lime seasoning on it. The zesty mojito twist, dude. But, guys, there you have it. We did a little comparison. We got out this morning, got to catch some fish. You know, the boys have been grinding, guys. Mike's been grinding. The boys have been grinding. We have our drop coming out. You probably won't. The drop's probably already dropped by the time you see this, but the summer merch drop's coming on June 29th, and we've been working our asses off, and I just decided, you know what? Tomorrow morning, me and the boys are just going to go fish. We're gonna just forget all of our responsibilities. We're gonna not care that the drop's here, and we're just gonna go fish. So that's what we did. And we caught some sockeye, and we caught a jack, and we released some wild steelhead, and it was a super fun day. That sturgeon was super cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I wanna say thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for supporting Addicted. You have Colt sitting here, you have Jason, you have Clint, you have Mike, you have Hayden. You know, all these guys now that are a part of Addicted is only possible, guys, because of you. Like, if you weren't supporting us and watching our videos and buying our merch and supporting our drops, I wouldn't have money to pay Colt. Or, you know, Clint doesn't get paid very much, but I pay him a little bit of money, and he's amazing, so he just sticks around because he loves us. But, you know, we don't have, you know, a lot of people think Addicted's just sitting here and, you know, printing money and we're making all this money. It's not how it is, guys. Like, we're making enough money to support a small business and have 8 employees and do what we love. But, you know, we're not getting rich over here. And the reality is if you want to get in the fishing industry someday, if you're a young kid out there, you know, that's watching us, or a teenager, just know that, like, the fishing industry is not going to make you rich. You're not going to make a ton of money off the fishing industry, but you're going to love what you do. And that's why we all do it. That's why we are in it. That's why we love what we do, because we love fishing and we just want to be in the industry. And we don't care if we make a bunch of money. So anyway, guys, that was a long little outro ramble, but again, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, we'll see you on the river.
Hey,
No, don't put the...
does asparagus make your pee smell funny? Do you have that gene?
Perfect. Put that in the outro at the very end.
And literally within, like, if I go take a piss in 5 minutes, it'll
yeah.
reek.
Me too.
Instant.
But it's a genetic thing. So now you're gonna find out if
I
you're...
thought it was everyone.
No,
What?
no, it's a genetic thing. So like, you either have the gene that does that or you don't. So you can eat asparagus
Dude.
and